Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interview. Today, I am joined by Pannika Wanich, former journalist, also now politician, many things. She is the first guest to come onto my show twice. Hello, Pannika. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming.
Good morning, Matt. Always my pleasure to join your show.
Thank you. And so let's just get right into it. The country now is facing a minority government and a countdown to 4 months until the House is dissolved. And ahead of our interview today, I spoke to some People's Party voters to kind of figure out how they're feeling. And it seems that how the People's Party voters feel, as well as some recently jailed activists, have come out to condemn the People's Party's decision to back the election of the minority government. So my first question for you is, how do you plan to address this issue of credibility and to win the next election?
First of all, popularity is not in our mind at all in the process of making this decision. It's a necessary path. We have to move forward because the former government of Pheu Thai, they were not willing to dissolve the parliament whatsoever. After 2.5 months, and then Pat Hong Tan, expelled by the court, can no longer dissolve the parliament. Bhumjai, the interim prime minister, can no longer dissolve the parliament. So it's not about popularity, nothing about popularity. And we are always a party that doesn't focus solely about our popularity. We focus on moving to our goal. That is to change Thailand, and to change Thailand, you have to change the constitution. First, priority, we have to find a prime minister who is able to dissolve the parliament soon. Second, we have to find a way forward to have a new constitution as soon as possible. So two priorities combined. The People's Party made this TOR that became MOA and then signed by the two leaders of Bhumjai and People's Party. And that's it. If we focus on popularity, we will not do anything. That would be a safe choice for us. Us, that means People's Party.
Isn't
But
popularity how you win the election, though?
yes, but that's not the priority. Our priority is not to win the election. To win the election is just a method, a tool to change Thailand. To change Thailand, we need to get the executive power. To get the executive power, we need to be a prime minister, to be in the cabinet. But just to win the election, and that's it. No, that's never our party. We have to deal with the people's trust with us. That's true. That would be a very tough task ahead. But it's a task that we have to do because we need to find a prime minister to dissolve the parliament, and then at the same time, in the same ballot station, to have a referendum to kickstart the new constitution. So that's it. That's the path we took.
What do you have to say to people who are feeling betrayed by the People's Party?
Let us prove that we are still an honest and straightforward opposition. And after 4 months, if the government betray us, we have to find a way to topple them down. That's it. As simple as that. We always do politics the simple way.
How do you plan to hold the minority government accountable for those promises if they're unkept?
Non-confidence. Now we have a very strong opposition. Two parties combined, Pheu Thai and People's Party. We have nearly 300. To be exact, it's about 293. I'm not sure about the number on Pheu Thai's side, but roughly 290, to put it simple. So if we choose the right time, we can use this tool to control the government. But a non-confidence vote can be done once a year, just one time, and that must be the right time. You can do it if the government try to rig the cases about Khao Kradom or the Senate selection. Yes, you can do it if you discover a very nasty corruption case. Yes, or you can choose to do it after 4 months and the government betray us. But that's the art of politics. When to file a non-confidence motion.
Do you think that the minority government can reasonably make it even 4 months with this amount of opposition?
even if they try to prolong their period of being a government, can they do it? I don't think Kun Anutin is a stupid person. He's a kind of a smart politician, and he has his lesson learned in the past about the cobra phenomena in Thai politics, and he just saw the deterioration of the Thai party after that betrayal, not betrayal against Move Forward Party, but against their own voters, right? They didn't do what they promised during the election. So I don't think Kun Anutin will trade that off with 6 more months as Prime Minister. I truly believe he would want to be a Prime Minister for the second time after the next election. And that's very, very simple and easy decision to make. You keep your promise, try to be a good man and gain trust from the voters, and rebrand your party, keep your slogan พูดแล้วทำ right? Do what you say. That's
Yeah.
the slogan of Bhumjai Thai. So I think I don't see any incentive for Kun Anutin to betray and to prolong election period. But about the constitution, that's not easy. The MOA, 2 conditions. Elections in 4 months, and second condition is very important too, but people just don't realize referendum at the same time, at the same date, or before the date of the election, the general election. That would be tricky because elections, sooner or later, it will have to happen. So no need to prolong it, right? But the referendum to kickstart a constitution amendment, you can do it. But the very important question would be the question to be in the ballot. Which question we are going to put in that ballot? That would be very important factor to win or to lose in the referendum, and that
I
would be
see.
tricky. And it will be a very tricky task for the People's Party to negotiate with Bhumjai Thai.
Considering that Bhumjai Thai is actually only the 3rd largest party in parliament since the last election, do you think that 4 months is enough time for them to win the next election?
Unfortunately, no, I don't think so. Bhumjai Thai has a structure of being a regional party, and it depends very much on the Banyai, the big house, the term we call it local influencers in provinces across the country. So from that structure, they have their glass ceiling. To have more than 100 MPs in one election, that would be challenging enough for them, and that's why I think they have very strong incentive to keep that promise, because if they want to pass that glass ceiling of 70 to 80 to 100 or 120, they have to have party list MPs, and that will have to come from rebranding the party. If you can rebrand the party to be like neo-conservative, the party who keep promise, and urban educated people, conservative people will choose them. That would be the only way to go through the glass ceiling of 80 or 70 towards 100 or 120. But even if they can do that, rebrand the party, gain some party list MPs, maybe 10. All in all, I don't think they will have more than 100 to 120, and that will keep them at the 2nd largest party. I'm not trying to sound arrogant here, but I am quite confident that the People's Party will not do a worse job than Move Forward Party. I don't think they will have less than 180 in the next election, and I'm hoping for more than 200. And that would not be easy, because the people have their own power to choose every time, choose new choices every time in every election. So we have to work hard, but I don't think it's too arrogant to say that we can secure 200 at least.
As the opposition is, how do you plan to work with Pheu Thai? Do you think that it's possible to actually get onto the same page with them?
It's time to rebalance. I love this word. And now it's very important in Thai politics, especially on the opposition side. We have to rebalance and rethink the position. Actually, both ways. The position of People's Party with Bhumjai Thai Party as a government we cannot say the ruling coalition, right, but the government. And also for Thai people, we never have this kind of situation of minority government, and Thai people generally don't understand confidence in supply. And this is not confidence in supply also, it's confidence and constitution. Because the supply ended already last month, right? So we have to make people understand that it is as simple as this. We are the opposition. We do check and balance with Bhumjai Thai as a government. With Pheu Thai, we have to regain at least enough trust to work together. I don't deny that there is a big, deep distrust between us, Pheu Thai and People's Party, and also the supporters. But we need to overcome that in order to make strong position. And that's a very big task also for the People's Party. And I truly hope that Pheu Thai also is in the process of rebranding.
The most question common from voters is, are you going to abandon your promise to reform 112?
Because of the Article 112, the party was dissolved and 44 MPs are now hung on unknown situation, and they might not be able to be an MP for life. But that's the price we are willing to pay to push for reform in every aspect needed in the Thai politics. And I can guarantee to you that we will never ever abandon this. The verdict from the Constitutional Court doesn't allow us to use it as a policy to campaign, but they don't prohibit us pushing it in the parliament. So we have to wait until we have enough hands in the parliament, and before that, I think we have proven ourselves that we try to do everything we can. For example, in committee level, try to push amnesty, at least for the youth, and that failed. But we try, and we are still trying to do everything we can.
How do you think that Prime Minister Anutin will handle the border conflict?
I truly hope that Anutin will have enough sense not to wage war again, and it's not necessary anymore because I truly believe that Hun Manet and Hun Sen are finding a stairway down to normalize relationship again. So there's no reason at all to do what some people might want Anutin and his government to do. That is to use desperate measure to forever end this conflict. That means war, right? So I truly believe that Anutin and Bhumjai Thai, with their MPs, most of them along the border of Thai-Cambodia, right? South Isan provinces, that's their area. They will know that the people truly want to be back to their normalcy again, to keep the border trade alive. And I think time will prove, and we don't need like a month or two. I think in 1 or 2 weeks. And the fact that Anutin appointed General Naktapon as a new defense minister, I think that's a good sign, because in the past months that he took care of the issue, we in the Committee of Security and Border Issue that Rangsiman Rom head, we work closely with him, and he is a kind of a reasonable general as far as we know. So that's a good sign, but we have to wait and see what the new defense minister will do about the issue.
And so there's also right now currently mixed understandings or mixed approaches to how the specific issue of disputed or OCA, overlapping claims areas, should be managed. What is the People's Party's stance on the disputed territories?
That's very clear. OCA is a very heated issue that should not be touched anytime soon. It will have to be in the hands of the new government after the next election, and we hope it's going to be us taking care of the issue. And the soon-to-be energy minister, he promised already that he'll never touch the OCA not before the conflict is clear between Thailand and Cambodia, and that's a good sign. I don't think this government has enough legitimacy to take care of the issue.
Okay, so but what is your solution to the OCA if you are to become the next government? I mean, the campaign period begins now.
Now, there is a special committee studying the possibility of rewrite or find any mechanism to replace the MOU, the two MOU that's very controversial right now. So I think the People's Party will have to wait for the result of the study of this committee before we know what we are going to do next.
Okay. And the next big issue for everyone watching the show, as well as for Mr. Anutin, is the economy. What are the most important current initiatives related to reviving or fixing the economy that we should be aware of?
Because this government has only 4 months, and that's very short period of time to tackle economic issue. So I think what they are doing right now to bring back the คนละครึ่ง scheme, that's interesting because Kun Sirikanya from People's Party, she is always a supporter of this scheme, that it has a real impact on grassroots people. So it's good that Kun Anutin is bringing it back, but we don't want to see any long-term policy, because any long-term policy will not be functioning in this 4 months period of time. So in a few months' time, that we are entering high season, and everyone in Thailand know and is very concerned about tourism. So another short-term policy for the government is how to strengthen, support tourism economy in Thailand, which is always our main supply for economy.
Okay, so my last question for you, Chua. Do you feel confident that the People's Party will form the next government?
Yes, that's how we do politics. Do it with our hope, and we keep in mind our goal is ahead, and we just have to move forward. We know it's a very tough, rough path we are taking right now, but if that's the only way leading towards a new constitution and the real change in Thailand, we have to go that way.
Okay, and since things have changed, as I've mentioned several times, people feel betrayed, et cetera, et cetera. So you guys have some trust rebuilding to work on, I think. What are the ways that you would like for people to know are the best ways to currently support your work and what you're doing with the People's Party? Because I know it's changed a bit over the years, but what are your current best efforts that can be seen and supported by voters?
Just keep criticizing us. I think it's very healthy. It's very healthy that people keep being skeptical about every move that the People's Party made and is going to make in the near future. Don't support your party by protecting us. Support the party by criticizing and maybe buy some merchandise so that we can have enough budget to work.
Okay, but a little more specifically, would you go as far as to encourage the People's Party voter base to open their mind to working with Pheu Thai as well? Because that seems to be an issue.
Actually, a few days ago, the Secretary General of the party, Kun Srayut just issued a statement, an open letter to every member of the party. He asked the member of the party to open their mind and listen to criticism, every kind of criticism towards the party, because that all critical comments, strong comments, or not help the party going the right way, and that's in the message of the Secretary General. And I think that includes the Thai supporters' critical comments against us.
The main reason that I'm asking is because, and this is my last question, do you think that the future government that you said yes, the People's Party will likely form, will be hand in hand with Pheu Thai? Will it be a Pheu Thai People's Party coalition?
We aim at 250. So when we aim at 250, it depends on those parties if they would want to join force with us. they have to accept our condition, and the parties who can accept our conditions will be able to join.
Okay. Well, Kun Taw, thank you so much for your time and your
Thank
insight.
you.
I'm looking forward to your future work over the next 4 months as the opposition. I know that there will be some interesting times ahead.
My main task would be to campaign about the constitutional change. Because
Okay.
about elections, that's simple task, right? Straightforward. But very challenging task would be to rally to campaign about the new constitution, and that would be my main task.
Okay, well, we will be keeping our eyes on what's going on over the next 4 months, probably on a day-by-day basis. Thank you again for your time. I hope to keep in touch with you as things develop over the coming months.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณครั
See you.
บ
สวัสดีค่ะ